It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, the wrong way. Me back, your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Richardson now. Complete out to the right side. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Etienne again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle, instead it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run. Etienne. Runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Easy, 63, bad. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts throwing again. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Great, set.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Working quickly here.
Alpha.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're left with 4th and short.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
He brings it in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up their opening drive. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now a give to ETN running right. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, Shaq.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying it right side with ETN. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They put a receiver in motion here left. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Massive hit. The ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races.
You know, a lot of these defenders, actually almost all of them in the NFL, have some offense in their background. And when they see the ball and an opportunity like that, they can't wait. What an awesome transition from scooping the ball to focusing upfield and finding the running lane. That offense, I think it was honestly lucky he didn't finish it with a touchdown.
QB sneak coming. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you, but their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's ETN headed left. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Completed to his running back. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
No touch. No touch.
Taken in by Smith. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
No touch.
Short side option here. He's running left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They're set up at the 35 now.
No touch.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room. They're set up at the 35 now.
Great. Set. No touch.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's got Smith. He has room past the 25. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
touch.
Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. This one misses the tight end. It's second and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal.
No touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Rolling out to his left. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
No touch.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He lofts it deep left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw, Richardson. He has the first over the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw again. Richardson. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
No touchdown.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey. No touchdown.
He'll get this one to Brown. And that will not be enough for a first down.
No touchdown.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
No touchdown.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not a lot of time to make the call on who gets the ball there. You need a guy who can make that split-second decision Right on time. QB handled that one well. Ended up calling his own number and getting the first down.
Great, set.
First down throwing for Hurts. This finds Smith. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Get it. Hey, 73.
Motion man sent left. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Great, set.
Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Hurts. Escapes out to the left. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And on a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Deep shot doesn't quite work out, so that's an incomplete pass.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Third and just 2 to go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw here from Richardson. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we're through 3 here. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Man in motion here. Richardson now on 2nd and 10. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Richardson on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
63.
They'll start this series with an option left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Taken in by Smith. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Great.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Great. Set.
On 1st down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Great. Set.
From the 42. Able to find Dotson here. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This set it down starts with an option right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing here, Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds a man right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Second and 10 now. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Hurts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
63, 63, 63.
First down throwing for Hurts. Forced out to his right. Barkley's got it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Great. Hey, Silver.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender comes away with it. And the Bills see the return go out of bounds. And that is how this game's going to end.